They had Sydney. They started there. So let's
That was a
start
start.
there.
Yeah.
Let's start there because she is this very unique experience in the track and field world because she is the name at what she does. And I would even argue she's the name in track and field. And I think I've made that case well enough on my channel. But it's weird because she's, again, we're seeing the Usain Bolt effect, but we're not seeing it in the events that people want to see it. So as a result, it's almost like it don't matter who you put in that lineup.
Mhm.
That's how I feel. Like it don't matter. Like, okay, if she's not in it, we're watching a JV race. And if she is in it, we're watching her outclass the JV race. That's how it feels. Now, tell me I'm missing something.
Man. So I feel you. I guess I'm thinking like Sydney is obviously in a massive class of, I think 2 points. Sydney is in a massive class of her own in terms of like talent. So, and she's pushed specifically the 400 hurdles to a level that's like no one is touching her, right? And she does have that star power that's like it's an interesting star power because it's not like a Usain Bolt who's like on the track, he's finishing races, he's like engaging, he's doing all these kind of things. He's like the guy. Sydney is different, right? The way that she markets herself and she has that extreme, talent, but she's a lot more reserved. So that is a massive draw. And I think people are going to come to see Sydney. And then the residual effect will be, okay, we have, the other athletes as well. So we want to come and see them, who are also super high quality. I'm like a purist where it's like Shamir Little is one of the racers and she's run 52.3 in the 400 hurdles. Jasmine Jones has run 52.2. Like to me, they're like super high quality, but there is levels when we're talking about Sydney, both in quality and star power. So
But
I can agree with that.
I might be crazy for saying this. But guess what? It's only crazy till everybody else realizes that the athletes you just mentioned, like a Shamir Little, super amazing talent, and the world will never be able to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because as long as we're looking to celebrate athletes in individual events for out of this world performances, we won't be able to appreciate athletes who are amazing at multiple events, even if they can't necessarily give you the nobody in the world has ever run this
Yeah.
time. And like, that's fine. Tell that to all the college coaches because that's not what they need. They need 10 points and then they need 10 more and then they need 10 more.
Yeah.
Or fine, give me six, six, and six. That's 18. Like whatever it is. So when you shift away from a model that allows us to, cause like Sydney might be, she might be here. And let's be honest, everybody else is wherever my hand would not be on the camera. So like, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't in a structure that somehow was more competitive from a team standpoint, that you couldn't try to like balance out
Mhm.
what she is. You see what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, we can't get her, but we can moneyball this thing and piece it together. So like we lose that when you focus so much on the individual events. So that's why we're even having this conversation. Who are the names? You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like that. Am I right? Like that's kind of why the conversation even sounds like that.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, maybe this could be the catalyst for something to come out of it, right? Maybe Grand Slam track evolves into some sort of team structure I mean, who knows what that would look like or if that would work, or maybe something else pops up and figures out the team structure. Maybe they give you the keys to build it out, right? And then we actually get some sort of team thing. Because it's a good point where, yeah, Shamir Little, Jasmine Jones, they're literally some of the fastest in history, but they're not going to get that recognition because it's so individual. So it's only all eyes are going to be on Sydney, regardless of what kind of
Yeah.
occurs.
I'm,
So yeah.
Sydney has to not be herself to lose. Like that's what we're watching when a race where she's in.
My name is Anderson from the Final Leg.
And I'm Coach Rob from SCA Track and Field. And thank you for watching this segment from the finish line.
If you want to know what's really going on at the high school and college level, be sure to subscribe to Coach Rob Track and Field.
And if you want more content on the best track and field athletes in the world, be sure to subscribe to the Final Leg.